While sawing down an ancient tree, this man suddenly noticed something hard buried in the ground. To confirm his suspicion, he quickly scraped away the dirt at his feet and discovered it was a Buddha statue. Excited, he rushed home to wash it with water. But what he saw next left him completely stunned. The upper half of the statue was made of pure gold. This sudden fortune overwhelmed him instantly. He'd never seen this much gold in his entire life. To keep it hidden from others, he quickly snuck into the basement when no one was around and stashed the golden Buddha in a corner. But what he never expected was that this statue would lead to his downfall. Ever since finding it, he couldn't sleep at night. His mind was consumed with images of the Buddha. One night, he couldn't take it anymore. While his wife was fast asleep, he snuck down to the basement, grabbed the statue and examined it carefully. Realizing it must be worth a fortune, he reached out to a friend the next day to get it appraised. The moment his friend saw the photo, his eyes lit up. He immediately asked Haki where he'd gotten it, but Haki refused to tell him, claiming it was something his grandmother had left him before she died. When the friend learned Haki planned to sell the golden Buddha, he offered to find a buyer, but only if he got a cut of the profit. After they struck a deal, his friend lined up a buyer the very next day. When the buyer pulled up in a luxury car, Haki figured he must be loaded. He immediately pulled out some rotten fruit from his burlap sack, then rummaged around inside for a while. Finally, after tearing through layers of newspaper, he revealed the pure gold Buddha. The buyer immediately pulled out professional equipment and examined it closely, then offered 200,000 lira. Haki insisted it had to be worth way more than that, but the buyer said these things weren't exactly rare on the market. 200,000 lira was already the going rate. If he didn't like it, he could sell it to someone else. Though Haki wasn't satisfied with the price, he was broke and desperate. With 2 kids in school and bills to pay, he reluctantly agreed to the buyer's offer. And just like that, Haki went home with 200,000 lira in cash. He dumped the bills right onto the couch. His wife and daughter couldn't believe their eyes and immediately asked where the money came from. Haki explained everything and warned his family to keep it a secret. Once he had money, Haki became a completely different person. He started acting like he was rich. To pick up his eldest son from break, he even bought himself a car and planned to take the family on a nice vacation. He told his son he never had to work summer jobs again. The family stopped budgeting for food and expenses. They could buy whatever they wanted without worrying about the cost. But what Haki never anticipated was just how fast 200,000 lira would disappear. Within days, they'd burned through almost all of it. His wife told him they needed to start being more careful with money, but Haki didn't seem concerned at all. He believed there had to be more than just one statue buried under that ancient tree. His grandmother had once told him that something beneath the big tree was protecting them, so he figured there must be more Buddha statues down there. The next morning, he confidently set out to dig again. But just then, his friend showed up unannounced. Turns out his friend had already blown through his share of the money too. He figured Haki must have found some kind of gold mine and wanted to partner up. But Haki was annoyed. He had no intention of sharing his secret. After brushing his friend off with a few excuses, he tried to send him away. But his friend wasn't stupid. He said he'd come by every single day to see what Haki was really up to. That set Haki off. He cursed out his friend and sent him packing. But now he couldn't keep cutting down the tree out in the open. So he went to the market and bought a bunch of wooden boards. His plan? Dig a tunnel from the basement toward the tree. That way, he could keep searching for treasure without anyone seeing him from outside. But could digging a tunnel really lead him to more treasure?